today, I'm standing here seeing my man walk down that aisle and say, I do, to Carrie. I am truly grateful for Seneca in my life. To have a friend, a brother that he's always supported me, encouraged me, even when I left Ohio. He's encouraged and supported my family. And leaving Ohio, it was tough because I didn't have Dre and Seneca around, anymore to have my back. And when I'm in New York, I felt alone because I don't have my boys. But I'm so grateful for him. When he told me about Carrie, I'm like, it came in a weird way. I called Seneca and I was talking to him about a personal situation I was going through. And all of a sudden, out the blue, Seneca says, D, out of all the women we go see, and we go kick it with, and see and talk and try to get their numbers, ain't no one got nothing on my girl Carrie. Now, that threw me for a loop because that was really like a Kodak moment, and I wanted to be there to hear it. To see him so I could take a picture, but at the same time, I'm like, wow. It struck me by surprise. I'm like, did he just say what I think he said? I haven't even really met her yet. So a couple years ago, I actually got an opportunity to sit down and watch the Rose Bowl when Ohio State played in the Rose Bowl with Carrie and Seneca, and I truly felt like the third wheel. If you ever know Seneca, and obviously by the cake, he is a fanatic, not only just an alumnus of the Ohio State University, but a fanatic of Ohio State. And Seneca knows the history and everything else. So to hear Carrie know everything about Ohio State football as they're all cuddled up on the couch, one couch, and I'm like the third wheel on the other couch, it was almost sickening, but it was beautiful at the same time. At that particular time, I knew that watching the Ohio State games, going to the games would never be the same again. Now don't get me wrong, it was always fun watching the games and going to the games with Seneca. But now, as I was sitting there on the other couch and I was watching them all cuddled up with the little Browns blanket, and they're just vibing, and I'm just sitting there like, who can I text on my phone? I feel so like, why am I here? But I realized then that the game would never be the same because God brought Seneca his soulmate. And me being his brother, his friend, his teammate, I cannot compete with that. So to Seneca and Carrie, I salute you. I'm happy that you beat me to putting that ring on that finger. But I wish you nothing but the blessings of God. I have your back. I love you dearly. And congratulations to both of you.
I first met Seneca, aka Sin, aka the best wingman a guy could have asked for. I mean that in a loving way, not to say we're out like running the clubs or anything, but Sin always has your back, whether it's in the club, just out hanging around, or pushing you to try something new. As Derek said, he was a very supportive guy. I met him and Derek, actually I met Derek first while attending OSU. We shared suite together. Little did I know that Seneca would be someone I'd end up sharing a lot of experiences, memories, and moments with in my life. As I worked to prepare this toast, I kind of struggled with, to figure out the line where both Derek and Seneca crossed the line of being two guys that were just people I shared a suite with to be my brothers from another mother, because that's really what they are. I remember when Sam first told me about his date with Carrie. And I remember when he told me where he met her at the hospital and how good he thought she looked and seemed like a nice girl and everything. And that she was Jamaican. And we won't even go there. But he told me they were going on a date. And I'm like, okay, well that's cool. Call me when you get done. And fill me in on how everything went. That's what we call a serious call. Like the date is either a date, money, or just something crazy happened. So he calls me. He's like, I gotta tell you about the date. I'm like, all right, how'd it go? He's like, well, she was a little late. I'm like, what's a little late? He's like, Trey, she was 3 hours. Sin, once again, asked somebody's back. He was like, Dre, let me finish telling you the story. And he goes, the good thing about it was, we went to see a movie, and she didn't even like scary movies. From there on, I kind of, reeled back in. The curtains start opening some more, But I would say, Sin's patience really did pay off in that one, and obviously he's seen the potential in Carrie that, not everyone, or in particular me, have seen in person. But as I got to know Carrie, she's a great, great lady. And I look at her, not only did I gain, well, I still have a great wingman, but also a great woman. Hopefully, they help me be sitting on the stage also. Pray for me, please. I don't think that Seneca realized it when he met Carrie and started dating Carrie, because of course it was very obvious to me in the beginning that Carrie was going to be around for a long time. They say that usually when the guys met the one, you can usually notice a change in them, and we definitely noticed a change in Seneca. It wasn't a bad thing, it was a very good change. So, cheers to that, man, and definitely, like Derek said, that our relationship with Seneca did change, because there was times when I went to go make that serious call, and the first thing I had to say is, are you alone? And we were like, no, I'm not. I'm like, man, just call me back, you're by yourself. The thing was, though, when no one attended, they were always together. So it got to the point to where we just had to talk about it while Carrie was sitting there. Sometimes, Sam, won't you ask Carrie how she thought, what was she doing in this situation, or did I go about it the wrong way? And of course, Carrie, once again, stepping in as the, best wing woman the guy could ever have, gave her advice. So to wrap it up, I think the biggest surprise out of everyone, me, Tamara, everyone else that knows Derek and Seneca and us, is that Seneca was the first to get married. And if I was a betting man back in the day, I would have put my money on Derek. Derek, from the day I've known him, has had his wedding planned. Fellas, I'm back to say that, we've come a long way since Moore Tower, Suite 2220. And I'm glad that I would have lost my money putting it on there, but I'm glad to say that I would have loved to lose the money. It was definitely worth it. And most people would toast with giving a word of advice, but obviously you two know more about this game than I do. So I'm just going to end it by saying, simple congratulations, Seneca, Carrie, you're very blessed. And that's it. For another note, I'll be taking Rex in the back for when the first baby will come. No, for the congratulations, Carrie, Seneca. Blessings to both of you, and cheers, everyone.
Cheers.